Welcome back, and as promised, we are looking at more stocks on the channel. Now, this is one which was a suggestion from one of our members on Discord. And if you guys are still interested in this stock, I definitely can cover it more. Actually, if this video goes down quite well, I do have one more video at least on this company that I want to cover, where we look at what the future of this company's share price can be. We're looking at if there is any more potential left here, and if this one can rise up significantly anymore based on my opinions. But of course, that will be in our next video if you guys do enjoy this one. Now this one, we're going to have a look at the earnings for this company, of course, Hcmc. Now, we've covered this company quite a bit in the past, but it has been a while, so I do want to take that time again here to reflect on the latest news, which came out on the 31st of March. So yeah, it was a number of days ago, but obviously, this was a recent suggestion. I never really thought to look at this stock recently, but you know, if you guys are interested, we definitely can cover stocks. So here we are looking at this one again. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be breaking down the key financial details, which I see as key, and I'll be giving you my personal verdicts towards the end of the video. As usual, the same stuff does apply. This is not advice, it's just my personal opinion. But if you do enjoy it, make sure you do smash that like button, and of course, subscribe as well. Now we're going to dive in straight away, and we'll start off by just reading about what this says. So clearly on the date, the 31st, Hcmc announced its financial results for the fourth quarter, and the year ended, of course, 2021. So we'll have a read about the key fourth quarter and full year financial results, and what we're looking at here is stuff like the total current assets for the year ended, of course, December 31st, 21, amounted to 28 million compared to the 3.0 million. That's a 25.8 million increase when compared to the prior year. Total liabilities for the same year amounted to about 2.5 million compared to 5.7 million, a 3.2 million decrease when compared to, of course, 2020. As a result, the working capital improved by roughly 29 million. Now, in this one, we are going to be doing our best to break down what this means, and that's where I want to start off with. So, when it comes to these figures, initially what we're looking at is, of course, 28 million. Still not a lot of revenue, or really money going through at all, or assets, you know. It's not that high of a number for the total current assets. However, it is still a significant increase from the prior year, a very, very, very large increase, so do not forget how much this one is up. So of course, relative is a massive gain, but is still an overall small number, and we need to see those future expansions going forwards for this one to basically work out, you know, even better in my opinion. So that's a very good thing to start off with, and I'm very happy to see that. But yeah, we do want to see this one continue to move in the right direction, and of course, further growth would be nice to help that. Now, the second figure, of course, total liabilities. Now that is actually coming down by 3.2 million. Again, overall the number may seem small, however, relative, it definitely is a massive decrease, which is fantastic. So overall, these two numbers are working in the exact way that we'd want to see. And again, it's being shown in a working capital improvement by quite a significant figure. So really, coming on to this first point, we're looking at everything that we would want to see from a company in this position. We see massive increases when it comes to total current assets, and of course we see massive decreases when it comes to total current liabilities. And this is only a good thing if you ask me. But of course, that is only a small portion of the story. Let's now have a look at the net sales. So net sales from, of course, the end of 21 basically amounted to 13.3 million compared to 13.9. So that is actually a 0.6 million, so 600k decrease from the same period in the last year. For the fourth quarter, we're looking at net sales amounted to 3.2 million. That is the same as the comparable period of 2020. So the annual sales decrease is attributable to the strategic downsizing of the vape segment, which accounted for 0.4 million of the 0.6 million total decline. So breaking down that point initially, what we're looking at here is a decrease in net sales, and they have provided a fair enough reason for that. Hopefully it does actually go on to work out for them, and hopefully that strategic downsizing is going to be something which does work in a favourable manner. But obviously what we're looking at here is a company which has, from the same period last year, decreased a little bit. Now we're looking at 600k obviously out of the total 13.3 million, so not too significant of a drop relative, but is it a drop? Yes. So what you guys think of that is completely up to you, but again, they have given a reason for that, and that did account for the majority of the drop. So yeah, I don't think these figures are too significantly too much worse than what we saw in the previous year, but they are slightly worse nonetheless. Now, coming on to the gross profit. Now, gross profits actually decreased by approximately 300k for the fourth quarter of 2021, amounting to a 1 million compared to the 1.3 of the same period in the previous year. Gross profits also declined to 5.3 million for the year ended December the 31st versus the 5.8 million from the same period in 2020. Now, once again on this figure, we are still in the 5 million range for the year overall, but stepping down from that 5.8 figure. And, you know, the figures are not too big of a decrease once more. I wouldn't worry about them too much, but at this scale, it definitely is something to keep your eyes on. So what you think about that is, of course, up to you. I'm not really here to tell you guys what to think. I'm just running through the numbers as I see them and giving my personal verdicts on them. And that is all this is, my personal verdicts and nothing more. Now, coming on to the last main point that we have over here, we're looking at net loss from operations for the year ended December 31st, amounting to 4 million versus the 3.7 for the same period in the last year. Now, once more, this is actually an increase from the net loss for operations. Not necessarily that big of an increase, but this figure is still kind of moving in the wrong direction. We do want to see this moving down rather than up, if you personally ask me. We'll have a listen to what Mr. Jeff Holman had to say about how things have gone. So Jeffrey Holman, who is the chairman and CEO of Hcmc, has said this: "Our results reflect our strategic decision to close underperforming vape stores, coupled with the challenges of our operations faced globally from the supply chain. In spite of this, we finished the year with strong financial results and a strong fourth quarter that obviously matched the 2020 results. We remain steadfast in evolving the business as evidenced by our February 2022 acquisition of Mother Earth's Storehouse." Now, again, we may cover that acquisition and more in a future video if you guys do enjoy this one. But yeah, what we're looking at here is anticipation of roughly doubling our top line revenue in 2022 based off historical performance, as well as the Healthy Choice Wellness Center licensing agreement, which is the Cash Bar Spa and Salon in Fort Lauderdale. Now it says, "We are still seeking strategic acquisitions and are continuing efforts in opening new Healthy Choice Wellness Centers." So it's talking about where they want to move the company to in the future. I think that is a good point, and I think what the CEO has gone on to say there, yeah, it does definitely reflect their decisions. So that's the main reason why they are saying that their figures are slightly worse in some areas than they have been previously. But they do say that going on what they want to do in the future, they're looking to make more improvements, which of course could change things and put this on an even better path in the future. So whether that actually does happen, again, right now, is unclear, but it does definitely show in their sentiment that they are doing small things, or even some decently large things, to try and improve the way that things are looking, by making those, as it says, strategic acquisitions to, of course, improve the business. Now, Mr. Holman has gone on to conclude, "Our team remains focused on the commitment to improve the fundamentals of the company and build a nimble and scalable business model to support their long-term sustainable growth for the company, although the process has to be deliberate and lengthy. We are continuing to explore alternative ways to address the capital structure of the company in a manner that will be meaningful to our shareholders." So what I like there is how they have gone on to once more speak about their shareholders. We've seen that being a common theme in the past with Hcmc, and I do quite like that. I do quite like the fact that they do go on to speak about their shareholders quite a bit and give them that little bit of credit that I do believe they deserve. But yeah, where we are right now with Hcmc, again, we are definitely in one of those places now where the company's fundamentals are doing well. And the question that we're asking, hopefully going forwards into our next video, is, with the fundamental situation improving quite significantly, what does the future of Hcmc hold? Does it have any room to go up, or is this where HCMC is going to remain in this range really between 0.003 and down to the 1 level at the worst of the bottom. Now, of course, in the past couple of months, HCMC isn't doing too badly. We're starting to barcode now between the 3 and 2 range. Again, if we come back out to the year to date, or even longer than that to the 1 year chart, we will see situations where we were a little bit worse than that down here. But obviously this has been a slow decline. But really zooming in a little bit, looking at the absolute high coming to where we are now, it does appear to be the case that we are quite close to the bottom. But again, the real question is, what comes next? Do we have that move to the upside, or are we looking at this one remaining in this current level for a long period of time? Now, of course, I do want to cover that topic in a different video, so if you did enjoy this one, do smash the like button and share it to let me know, and I will hopefully be back with you at a different period tomorrow or at some point in the new week with another Hcmc video. So thank you so much, I'll see you all later. So thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that, guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.